requested for allegiance. Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Have a roll call, okay?
Mrs. Cindy?
Here.
Mr. Dibber?
Here.
Mrs. King?
Here.
Mr. Schuler?
Here.
Mr. Jenkins? Here. Mr. Borbach? Mayor Mechanico?
Here. Please read the statement of compliance.
Pursuant to the requirements of New Jersey's Open Public Meetings Act, notice of this meeting is included in the annual meeting notice filed in the office of the Borough Clerk, posted on the Borough website, and in the municipal building, published as a legal notice in the CoStar newspaper, mailed to those requesting notice and providing payment in accordance with Borough policy.
Thank you. I need a motion to approve the agenda with the addition of resolution number 2013-130.
I'll make that motion.
You have a second?
I'll second.
Any questions? Roll call, okay?
Mrs. Cindy? Mr. Dibber?
Yes.
Mrs. King?
Yes.
Mr. Schuler?
Yes.
Mr. Jenkins?
Yes. Thank you. No public hearing at this time. We reached the point we have the first voice of the public. You may speak on any agenda item you'd like to step forward, give your name and address. Seeing no hands, I need a motion to close the first voice of the public.
I'll make that motion.
You have a second?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Discussion item, we have the checklist, the best practice checklist.
Yes, Mayor, and this is a requirement, I believe most of you are aware of. About 3 years ago, the state instituted what is called the best practices checklist. There is a requirement that it be prepared by the CFO and presented to the council, although there is no requirement for the council to approve the checklist per se, but it is listed as an item for discussion. If there are any questions, Mr. Barrett was originally intended to be present this evening, but scheduling frankly didn't work out. It was mostly a combination of my being out of the office all last week due to the flu. In any event, if there are questions, we can make the arrangement for Mr. Barrett to be present. I would note that there are some, I believe it's about 50 questions. Some of them are prospective in that we've indicated that we will be implementing these best practices in the future in the course of the coming year. The best practices is an evolving checklist. We generally are not aware of what the items will be on the checklist until it's issued in early September.
And, I'm sorry, did you say that's an evolving checklist?
It is an evolving checklist. There are, I guess at this point, with 3 years' experience, some of the items are categorized as core requirements, things such as posting 3 years' worth of budgets and audits on the website. But some of the new items are new, and they are marked accordingly. I believe this year, a couple of the most prominent items had to do with the Comptroller's report issued earlier this summer on best practices regarding legal services, and there are a number of them. But in any event, the requirement is that based on our responses and implementation of those best practices, the final 5% of our state aid could be reduced if we are not, if we don't meet a certain threshold of compliance. And that threshold has been met.
Does anyone have any questions about the checklist? Any comments? Thank you, Jim. Council reports. Let's start off with Councilman Schuler.
At the present time, the gas company is replacing gas lines in District 2. We've had street closings and quite a few inconveniences. These gas lines are in disrepair, and it's reached a point where they have to be replaced. Nobody would prefer the alternate. They did the sniffing test, and there's a lot of leaks of gas. If you have a problem with the street closing or your driveway being blocked, you should talk to the foreman or call the gas company at 1-800-221-0051. If you have a doctor's appointment or appointment later in the day, you should be talking to the foreman and let him know that you have to get out during that time. They're very flexible on that if they know.
Thank you. Councilman Ritter.
Nothing at this time, Mayor, thank you.
Councilman King.
I don't have anything related to the police department, but I, did want to, ask, Richard Carragher if he could just, come up and, speak a little bit about the veterans luncheon that is being planned, on the, Friday before Veterans Day.
Right, it's Friday, November 8th, 12 noon at Doolin's. We expect about anywhere between 100 and 120 people based on past performance, if you will. And it's just entertainment, food, no politics, no speeches, no, you know, some of us have been there before. And just a good afternoon, fun, food, and camaraderie and entertainment, and a lot of door prizes this year, a lot of donations, you know, from our local merchants, and no, it should be a good time. So Friday, November 8th, 12 noon.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Anybody that has not signed up, you know, any veterans, anybody that served in the military as a resident, and still has until Friday to register.
Thanks.
Councilman Cindy.
No.
Councilman Kim.
Yeah, just a reminder that we have the Radio City Christmas Spectacular Trip, running, where there's still time left, and that's actually on Friday as well. So if you wanna sign up, if you're not going to the Veterans Luncheon, you have time to go to Radio City, you can sign up here in Borough Hall. $75 includes the bus and the ticket to the show.
Thank you. I just want to mention the Halloween curfew we do have a resolution on it. It's the 29th, 30th, and 31st, from 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. Not allowed on the street unless you're accompanied by a parent or guardian. And also the Spring Light Kite Sport Belt Family Health Fair scheduled for Saturday, November 16th at Spring Light Kite School from 9:30 to 12:30 p.m. No ordinance is to be introduced tonight. We do have some new business resolutions. First one is Resolution R 2013-126. This is confirming a probationary appointment of Mr. John Tardy to the Public Works Labor. Need a motion and a second for that.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second the motion.
Do you have any questions?
You gonna be a foreman or, probationary?
Probationary.
This is the full-time, right? Go to the full-time.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, I would like to say this is long overdue, very long overdue. It was more of a reflection on us than it was on Sean. And, I'm very happy that we finally got to this point where we're going to appoint him full-time. Long overdue.
Okay, thank you. Anything else? Get a roll call, Jay?
Mrs. Cynthia?
Yes?
Mr. Dibber?
Yes.
Mrs. King?
Yes.
Mr. Schuler?
Yes.
Mr. Tinker?
Yes.
Thank you. A resolution R 2013-127, certifying that the members of the governing body have reviewed the annual report of the audit for year 2012. Need a motion and a second.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Any questions about the audit? Roll call, Jack?
Mrs. Cynthia?
Yes?
Mr. Dibber?
Yes.
Mrs. King?
Yes.
Mr. Schuler?
Yes.
Mr. Tinker?
Yes.
Thank you. Resolution R 2013-128, approving a correction plan for the year 2012. Need a motion and a second.
I'll make that motion.
Second?
I'll second.
Do you have any questions? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Cynthia?
Yes?
Mr. Dibber?
Yes.
Mrs. King?
Yes.
Mr. Schuler?
Yes.
Mr. Tinker? Yes.
Thank you. Financial resolution, need a motion to move the bills to the finance committee?
I'll make that motion.
We have a
Second.
second. And we have any questions? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Cynthia?
Yes?
Mr. Dibber?
Yes.
Mrs. King?
Yes.
Mr. Short?
Yes.
Mr. Tingley?
Yes.
Thank you. Resolution R 2013-129, approving the claims for October 23rd, 2013 bills.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
We have a question? Roll call, Jay?
Mrs. Cynthia?
Yes.
Mr. Dibber?
Yes.
Mrs. King?
Yes.
Mr. Short?
Yes.
Mr. Tingley?
Yes.
Thank you. Resolution R 2013-130, establishing the curfew.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Any questions? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Cynthia?
Yes.
Mr. Dibber?
Yes.
Mrs. King?
Yes.
Mr. Short?
Yes.
Mr. Tingley?
Yes.
Thank you. Second voice of the public, you may rise and speak on any item you like. Just go and give your name and address. Seeing no hands, close the second voice of the public.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Second. Jimmy did.
I second.
Jim? Oh, I'm sorry, Jim, I mean, all in favor?
Aye.
I need a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
That was a record.